Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Ooh, I look a little naked. Let me pull that up. I wish that I had a desk. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. As you can see, I'm giving you Felicia vibes. I'm giving you busted and disgusted, but that's okay because I just took my hair down. I just put it in some plaits when I got finished washing it and everything, but it's only gonna look like this until I get it done again. But anyway, that's not the point of the whole video. This video is going to be about my first road trip with the baby. So I was actually nervous. The trip is only an hour and a half from here, but I was nervous because on the way to Chattanooga you go over Mount Eagle, which can be intimidating sometimes because you got these big old 18-wheelers that's by you. I'm terrified of 18-wheelers, so that was the main thing I was afraid of. Also, I did not film a whole lot. I like to, be just caught up in the moment. I like to enjoy the moment. So the only part that I did film was before we got on the road. So I'm going to let y'all see that little portion and then I will come back to y'all and talk. Okay, y'all, we are getting ready to go out of town. We're going to Chattanooga for the weekend, and this is my first time going with him by myself. For some reason I was scared to travel by myself with him, even though we've been to places before with me driving by myself. But I think it's the mountain. When you're on your way to Chattanooga, you got to go over Mount Eagle. So that's what I'm a little nervous about, but I think it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all, please disregard my hair, okay? Please. But I am excited and nervous at the same time, and I think he's done already fell asleep. Yeah, he has already fallen asleep. He usually do good in the car. He loves car rides. Usually he'll just fall asleep. So we fed him at about 7 something. It's now 9:16. So I'm hoping that he'll stay asleep until it's time to go home. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pull over and feed him. But we'll see how it goes, y'all. Wish me luck. The road trip itself, the drive was pretty good. I would say that we got there in a timely manner, but we actually had to stop because before we even got on the road, we was already behind on schedule. So I knew he was gonna start getting a little cranky in the car as far as feeding goes. So I had to stop to feed him when we had like 45 minutes left until we got to Chattanooga. So that's the only thing that slowed us down. But besides that, he does good in the car. He usually falls asleep. And then when we got there, that was the main issue. So we did end up spending the night, which I was skeptical about doing anyway, simply because he's never spent the night with anybody before. So I was a little nervous about that. And y'all, he showed his true colors and he exposed me at the same time while doing it, okay? So it's like most of the time we were there, he cried, y'all. Like, I don't know what was going on. It was part of the environment. I think clearly he knew that, he wasn't in his regular home, looking around and then looking at faces and stuff. Even though we we spent the night at my aunt and uncle's house. We had already went down there to Chattanooga before to let him meet them, but I guess it had been too long for him. So trying to get familiar with them again, I guess that was a hard process. But one thing that I learned on this trip, y'all, old people are not open-minded, okay? Like, they like to feed kids every time they cry, and I'm like, honey, that's not the only reason that he's crying. Like, at one point, he started crying, and he had just ate, like, what, 30, 40 minutes ago, and my aunt was like, well, maybe he needs to eat again. Sweetie, no. So, and then, I listen to a lot of what the pediatrician says. And then when it comes to asking my family members for advice, I listen, but I don't fully take heed to it. Especially if what the pediatrician is saying is different from what they're saying. So the pediatrician told me that in order to keep babies from, spitting up and everything so much, sit them up like 15 minutes after they eat or whatever, which that makes sense, right? You know, your food got to digest properly, especially with them, you know, their little digestive system take longer than ours and stuff. So one time while we was up there after feeding him, she wanted to immediately lay him down flat on his back. I said, well, the pediatrician said that, you know, you're supposed to sit him up 15 minutes afterwards. And she was like, no, that's just nonsense. And I'm just like, please be open-minded, sweetie. You're not the pediatrician, honey. You know, I know, you know, family comes from a good place when it's come to giving advice about the babies and everything. But get with the new day, okay? We are in 2020. We're not back in 1980s or, you know, whatever time they was in, you know, when they had their babies. They just got all these remedies that they want you to try, and I'm just like, if that's not what the pediatrician is advising me, sweetie, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, overall the trip was pretty good. It's probably gonna be a minute before we travel again and spend the night, because that was hard, you know, honestly. But besides that, everything went pretty well. I didn't get to take pictures, and I didn't film, like I said, the rest of the time that we were there, simply because I just like enjoying the moment. But I'm looking forward to the other road trips that we do have. I will let y'all know when we take another road trip, and make sure to tune in to my next video. Bye.